Microsoft has got a community program out there named as Microsoft Learn Student Ambassadors. And lucky for you, I am a Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador and I have been for about 7 months or 8 months now. And in this video, I'll be talking about this program, of what it is, who is it for, and how you can be a part of it by going in depth about its entire application process. So keep on watching. Hi, so I am Shadib Kazmi. I am a host of this design and tech show, and I'm also a Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador. And I'm currently a beta level Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador. So in this video, I'll be talking about this program, of what it stands for, and why Microsoft is doing what it is doing. Microsoft's vision is to empower every business and every person in this planet, on this planet. And I think it's one of the most holistic missions I have ever seen by any organization, just for the collective good of the entire world. So this is a very global centric program. How it has got about 3,000 plus students in this world, in this program, in about 1,200 plus universities and 85 countries. So it is a very global program. So this is a very global program, and there are many student learning ambassadors in many universities, so you can always reach out to them as well for further guidance. But I hope that after this video you won't need that guidance. So who are Microsoft Learn Student Ambassadors? Well, Microsoft Learn Student Ambassadors are just university students, undergrad students or postgrad students who are selected by Microsoft by themselves after a rigorous application period, and these students are selected based on their leadership and their technical skills, of how they empower, of how they embody the vision of this program and its company and its parent company, that's Microsoft, of how these students have that leadership skill in them and how they want to promote technological upbringing in their peers, and just to move towards a more digital era. So what do we do? Well, these three are the main things that we do while being a part of this program. First is you have to study and learn Microsoft technologies from Microsoft Learn platform. Now this is a learning platform curated by some of the experts on Microsoft technologies, and it's an official thing, so you can just go there and study out Microsoft technologies for free, and then you can just share what you learn to all of your peers and your friends, and just to promote this self-education sort of culture which these programs are going for. And the second thing is that we have to utilize workshops. Now again, we have to learn something new from Microsoft Learn, and now is the time to impart that knowledge to your peers. And we do that by conducting workshops in-house or out of my university. So just have workshops, have about 50 to 60 students in our events, and just share what you already know. And just to give an example, I recently managed with my team nationwide digital design roadshow for UI and UX design. I collaborated with international speakers from companies like EA and Microsoft and Telenor and Keep Trucking, and they all came in and they imparted their design knowledge and their experiences with people. We had about 1,200 attendees in that time, and the entire 7-day series of events, a boot camp, basically a mini boot camp. It had a capstone project in the end, and I just loved the feedback of how people were saying that event opened this entire new career for them. And I think this is the cornerstone of this entire program, of how it gives you the opportunity to upskill yourself while upskilling others. So I think this is one of the best things that this program can offer me, the opportunity to share my knowledge and a platform to share it on. Lastly, we have to collaborate on projects like Microsoft has got a very big and very famous hackathon named Imagine Cup, and all Microsoft Learn Student Ambassadors are actually encouraged to apply and participate in this hackathon and use all those Microsoft technology which they learned and they share and they have been talking about for so long. They now get the chance to apply those technologies into some practical skills and then make something out of it. So now I think I have talked about what this program is about, what it stands for, and what is expected of you if you become a part of this program. Now let's talk about the application process of how you can essentially join this program and get all of the experience, and some cool swag doesn't hurt as well. So let's get to the guide. First of all, the application deadlines. The application is always live, but the recruitment periods differ. Like how currently that the upcoming deadline is 30th of November. So after 30th of November, so the people who applied before this deadline, they will get back about their application by this January. So they would be the January intake. If you apply after November, you would hear back in April, and so far and so more. So you can see that we have so this program has got quarterly recruitment cycles, and the start dates of January, April and August. So 3 times students can join this program. So currently the applications have the deadline of 30th of November. You can definitely go and apply, and you will hear back before January. And if you're lucky, if you have watched this video, you will have pretty good chances of getting selected. First thing is the section 1, which is personal information. It's quite a straightforward section in which you have to just provide your basic information about your name, email, date of birth, country, state province, and contact information. So this is just basic stuff. The second option is academic information, in which you have to provide the information of your university. Now again, if you're not a student, if you're not an undergrad student or a PhD student or a postgrad student, if you are not associated with any university in a student manner, you cannot be a part of this program, because you cannot go for this section of the application. Like if you're not a part of any institution, how can you put an institution in this section? So just put in all the information about your institution, this country, its your graduation date, its name, its degree program, its degree level. Now degree program is the technology which you are majoring in. Like I am majoring in software engineering, you might be in electrical engineering, mechanical engineering. There is no restriction on the major, on the type of major you have to be, but it should be technical, because all of this because if you are like a medicine major, then what are you doing here in the technology industry? So not the technology industry, but in this program specifically when we talk about Microsoft technology. So it's better to be in a technical degree program to really excel in this program. Then there's a degree level. There are 3 options: bachelor, masters and PhD. Again, undergraduate students, postgraduate students and PhD students, they all are eligible to apply to this program. Then you have to put in your expected graduation date. Like mine is 2022. Hopefully, if this pandemic like mine is 2022, and just put in your expected graduation date. The next part is the written sample section, and I think this is the most essential section, and your entire selection is based on this section only. So hear me out really well on this. So there are 3 prompts here. Okay, they are of 3 different categories: inspire, teach and promote, right? So you have to write you have to input your prompts in your written samples, your answers to these 3 questions. And like the first question is inspire. What excites you about technology, and why do you want to help other students explore and learn? So in this section, you essentially have to talk about of why you love technology and why you want to share your experiences and your knowledge with other people, and share your love with your peers. So I will be sharing a sample for this prompt as well. So the second prompt is teach, and how would you take a technical concept and teach it to a friend or peer that has never heard of it? Now this is the assessment of your leadership and education skills, of how, if you have learned something, what would be your process of how you would share that information with a friend and how would you teach it essentially. So they are basically assessing your teaching style and your teaching methods here. Now again, there's no one trick to answer this question. Every person has got their own got their own way of teaching. Like, I cannot even explain it in this video. Like, this video can be a way of how I share my knowledge and of my design knowledge and my technological knowledge. So this is how I share, of how I use slides and examples. So this is my method. So you can write about your method in this question. Then there is the promote prompt. If you were hosting an event at your school, how would you get students to attend? Now in this one, they are actually assessing your managerial skills, basically, of how you will manage your events, of how you will manage the audience, of speakers and logistics, and do you have a plan in mind of how you would build this community in your institute. So basically they are checking your leadership as well as managerial skills here, and I will be also sharing a written sample of this one. I cannot share the sample of the teach prompt because again, every person has got their own teaching style, and you know better about it than I can ever know. So this is the inspired prompt sample. I will just read it out. Technology excites me, and it has ever since I powered a Windows Vista on my task computer for the very first time. How technology has evolved and shaped us is truly astonishing, and I believe my community and my country can greatly benefit from that potential. It troubles me that the latest tech is not in our curriculum, so I wish to take the responsibility and fill that void. Enable students and my community to use and shape their realities. Now again, this is not the entire prompt because I think there's a word limit you have to reach, a minimum word limit. It's definitely not gonna reach that, but you can actually get a pretty good idea of the emotion and the content and the type of content we have to write here, of how it should be inspirational, of how technology has changed your life, of how you want to share that love with other people. Why do you want to share that love with other people? So you have to sound very inspirational here, and not just make something up. Just write something what you really know of. Because if you are here, if you're writing about this, if you are filling out this application, then you definitely love technology. So just search in within yourself that one reason, then write it about here. The next is the promote prompt sample. Now again you have to show your managerial and leadership skills here. So I'll just read out the sample prompt here. Getting students to attend is the most essential factor in making an event a success. To ensure maximum attendance, I would establish an outreach team which would market the event and the benefits efficiently. I'll make sure to take advantage of all social media resources and ensure that the intellectual value of our events is the highlight. I'd work to collaborate with corporations and speakers to add further value to my events that would surely attract more students. Now again, this is not the entire prompt. If you write this, again, you're gonna fall short of the word limit that you have to meet, but again, this can give you a pretty good example of the type of content you have to write. It should be a plan. It should show that you have some idea of how you are going to get people to attend your events, of what basis of the event you are going to market, of what would be the X factor that would eventually attract students. So these are the two samples. They will always live here in this video. You can pause them, you can write them, take inspiration. Again, do not copy this because again, people have used this, so it would not be unique. Just use this for an inspiration. Search within yourself. You have got the answers, so you just have to look for them. The section 3, the written sample. Again, we are not done. Why are we not done? Because we have written the 3 written samples. Because you also have to provide one video. Yes. So you have to provide one recorded video of yourself speaking for 2 minutes on any one of the prompts. Not all 3 of them, just one of those prompts. Inspire, teach and promote. Well, you can actually just speak what you wrote in the camera. because they are just trying to assess your communication skills, your presentation skills, because if you are going to be a Learn Student Ambassador, you have to present in front of people and they're gonna judge you, and so because that's what students do. So if you have the courage and if you have the confidence to speak in front of a camera and just talk about something that you love for 2 minutes, then surely you can truly excel in this program, and you can definitely talk in front of students. And again, this can be a learning experience. Now, not many people have experience in front of talking to a camera. Again, use all of these community programs to grow personally and professionally, and this can be a personal growth moment where you start recording yourself and maybe starting a YouTube channel next. Now, after the written section sample, that was the most essential one. Please give it the most of your time. Now the next section is the section 4, which is social media. And now here you have to put in all of your socials which you have, be that blogs, videos, personal website, GitHub account, LinkedIn profile, Stack Overflow, Instagram, Twitter. Now I encourage you to write to provide as many social links as possible, blogs, videos, LinkedIn profile, Instagram and Twitter. These are very easy to do. Blogs, if you have no idea, just write something that you love about technology on Medium and you can share that link. Videos, again, if you make videos, then great, but not many people do, so you can skip this. Blogs, LinkedIn profile, Instagram and Twitter, you can definitely provide these. If you are more of a technical side, definitely go for the GitHub and LinkedIn as well. Of course, you have to provide your LinkedIn profile. If you don't have one already, create one, because once in this program, you are going to meet many different students, passionate students of your industry, and connect with them on the industry on LinkedIn. And finally, there is section 5, additional information. Now again, many people just leave additional information when they see that it's optional. Well, you should read between the lines. This additional information has got a separate section of its own. Like, now this is your time to truly shine, and this is where you can actually express yourself, express your passion for Microsoft technologies. And basically they are asking you, is there anything else you would like to tell us? Basically they are trying to get the most out of you. They're trying to get to know you, of why you are a perfect fit. So use this section very wisely, because not many people do, and this is your time to stand apart from the competition, to stand apart from the crowd, truly express yourself, express your ambition of why you do what you do and what you really wish to do. So again, very important section. Wherever you have to write and you have to express yourself, those sections are very, very important, because they really make up your application process basically. So again, that was section 5, and that is it. That is your application. You can hit that submit button now, and hopefully you will be selected in January. Hopefully, I'm not saying 100%, because that depends on you, on your capabilities. But if you follow this, you have a good amount of guideline to follow, and you can hope for the best. Now again, not to make this video really long, I would end here. Thank you for watching, and I'll be posting similar videos about similar community programs in the future. Thank you.